Hey folks, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. So we're here at the Desolate Island. We've completed 7 of the 8 main puzzles and 1 lost puzzle. We have to find the lost lab and the 2 stars. Let's get started on that this time around. So let's consult our compass here. We have a question mark over here. Not sure what it would be. There's something down there though. This is likely a terminal, I think. Let's get down there and check it out. It's pretty isolated, whatever it is. Last time we met Linurx, who introduced us to the Society Systemica with the password 44 Laughing Lullabies and implied that it was a secret-ish society designed or dedicated to the prospect of advancing knowledge amongst the new human community and ensuring that we don't abandon opportunities to advance our species.
Saying about how, in the end, the sea will claim everything. I have no doubt that this is true. In the long history of the human species, entire regions have disappeared under the waves. Places like Beringia and Doggerland still echo in our cultural memories. But we shouldn't forget that life began in the sea. We are the children of the sea. And it's not through floods and ruin that the sea will claim everything, but through us.
Okay, first we have Chernyshevsky 11 on the past from Arkady Chernyshevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. With alarming frequency, our mythological narratives conceptualize our separation from nature as a fall, a punishment for sinning, a loss of innocence, a decline from a golden age. We believe that a better state of humanity is possible, but insist that this state must be in the past. And yet, our historical experience has been the exact opposite. For all the horrors of modern war, and they are considerable, relatively few people today have to suffer the unspeakable agonies that our ancestors went through on a daily basis. It is doubly ironic that we place our golden ages in the past, but very rarely ever consider what life was actually like for the people whose genes we carry. How cold they were, how hungry, how frightened of the cruelty of nature. What unspeakable pains they must have experienced when they were sick or injured. How many of their children they had to lose, unable to help, begging the heavens for mercy, and never receiving an answer. The past is a slowly receding tidal wave of grief. The battle for human emancipation is not yet won, and the path has been far from straightforward. And yet, in but a few thousand years, we've eliminated a great deal of suffering that before must have seemed unavoidable and eternal. Some still suffer, their lives held ransom by politics and economics, but at least now we know that a better world is truly possible, and it lies in the future. I pretty strongly agree with all of that. Here we have Founding 4, from Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 132. We had a bit of an incident today. Nothing major, but it still woke us all up. Sun was away from the camp, alone, even though we had agreed that we should always go in teams, and she encountered a group of the herbivores that we saw on the first day. Cows, they're called. Apparently our ancestors kept them as livestock. Eustathius says they squeezed them for liquid. I find that hard to believe. But I digress. Sun encountered a herd, and just as predicted, the animals were passive at first, friendly even. Sun decided to abandon her survey to study them for a while, which went well until a group of wolves, formerly dogs, a type of pet, entered the clearing, causing a stampede. Sun is all right, only minor scratches to the bodywork and a few torn wires, but it was a close call. I guess we'd gotten a little complacent, a little too comfortable. We'll have to be more careful from now on. Interactions with nature are a large theme running through what we're seeing, both the reality of nature and then the interpretation of nature and our connection to it. We've seen quite a bit of that. We also have a message from Trevor.
Now I have to talk science fiction for a bit because I love science fiction, but it drives me nuts. There's this cliche that shows up over and over, and every time someone uses it, everyone pretends it's really profound. It goes something like this. A scientist invents something good, but, oh no, it's actually really bad. You could have something that makes your life better, but no, you can't. How dare you even want it? That's hubris. That's playing God. And it's never anything that reflects the real world, right? It's never, oh no, you invented a vaccine for cervical cancer. Oh no, you invented a new class of antibiotics. Oh no, you cured malaria. How dare you? Those diseased mosquitoes are way more important than human lives. How did science fiction become so reactionary? You know, if we all thought this way, you guys wouldn't even exist. At least Alex agrees with me. She has good taste.
I like that he's speaking to us as if we're a fait accompli, as if the project is definitely going to succeed. I really like that. It's certainly an optimistic perspective for his pessimism, if you will. There's another one of those sort of contradictions that are symptomatic of the human condition. All right, what have we got? We've got 8 behind us, as well as another lost puzzle. Okay, let's do 8 first. This is called Drilling Party. What do we have going on here? So there's a large open courtyard here that just serves as a base for this stairwell, it seems. Take the driller up here. Oh, now this is interesting. It's like we can't go over there. Yeah, there's no way to get across to the other side. Oh, but we can see him. Okay, so we can free him, or we can't free him, but we can at least do something. We can't use him from there. Oh, there's multiples, huh? We can take control of him. All right, so like, we can take control of him as a start. I guess the best we can do is step here. That's not really that good. Where is us? Right there. Who else can we see? Maybe someone in here? You can kind of look through the hole before we drill it. I'm not sure about that. Can't take control of him from here because we can't see through the blue gate. I can really only see the 2 selves. Him and him. Could there be another one somewhere? I'm not sure what to do here. Maybe if we take control of him, we can then take control of him through there. There we go. That's interesting. Okay. Now, what happened to the hole? What happened to the hole there? Where did the... How did we lose it? Did it fall? It fell somehow. Okay. Let's try that again. I think we set this up like this. Kind of in the middle of it. And then let's move away from it. Now we moved him back so we can take control. Okay, there we go. And then, since he's standing on that, we can crack this open and get out. Okay, so we got our boy over here now. I wonder, actually, we probably want to do it like this. We come here and here to get out, and then we can, well, there we go. Now we can pull this out through the hole. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. We can go there and there. Now, we don't have access to the red light anymore, but we could get it through a hole, I guess. We can see you. We could use the connector to get the 2 of them out, which we might need to do. Let's see. All right. So let's stick this here, and then let's come stand over here. Let's go get this second connector out. And then I'm not sure. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get a red light there. Let's see. So we can get red light from here. Can we? We can't get it if we're here, but we can if we have a hole. But only if the gate is open. All right, so I think we do... Yeah, I think we do this next. Let's go up here. Let's move this like so. You come over here now and connect to the red light right there like this. Does that work? Almost. There we go. And then you come over here and stand on this for the time being. And you come take the second connector. And then you do this, I think, like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we can come here and open the gate, but we can't get the solution unless we can get our second friend over here. And I feel like, was he doing something important? I can't remember. Where's second guy? He's over here. He's standing on this to keep the light open. So we need to get the light through this hole, I think. We need to get the two of them over there so we can get inside. Can he? Huh. The only way for him to get out is to put one of the connectors on that. So we got through here, but then what? Oh, I think I see. Okay, so we take this and we connect it to that as well as this, and then here. Right? Then we take this over here and plop it down. Then we send both these guys over here. But I'm not sure how we get through the first. Like, cause we can do this, right? We can do that, which opens that gate. Maybe that's wrong. Hold on. How would we do this? Is there any other way to open this blue gate? I don't think so. So we need to move them in groups somehow. We need you to come out and get here. And then... We need some way to have both of these items here and get and not have somebody trapped inside. I don't see how we do that though. I guess because we can't put it here because it won't be depressing. It won't be depressing the thing if we put it here where we could pull it through. So is there a way to solve this with just the one? It sort of doesn't feel like it, right? Because we can't pull a body through the hole. We can only pull an item through. There's no way... I'll admit I'm having a bit of a trouble visualizing the solution here. Maybe what we need to do is figure out... Yeah. Okay. So we need to power this while... We need to power the red one so that we can pick this up. We need to power the red one from 2 places at once, or have the ability to power it from 2 places at once. Let's send him out. And what can we do? How else can we power the red gate? We can't get it. Yeah, we can't get it through there. Let's put this here for now. And then switch over to the other guy. Where's myself? You switch to guy number 2. Okay, you can go get this now if we change the location of the hole temporarily. You can pull this through. Okay, so now we have this one as well. Let's get the light and get this set up like that, I guess. That looks good. Okay. So if we power it on by changing the position of the drill, can we keep it active if we change the location of the hole? So like if we take this and do this, that opens that gate. If we then change it, oh no, yeah. Can we see? Okay, let's do something like this. But no, we still lose it as soon as we try to move the hole. Can we inch forward? Maybe we can inch forward. Like if we grab this and this and then put it like right here and then switch the hole a little bit, maybe that'll work. Can we get both of them in? That kind of sort of worked. Now if we pick this up, that does close that. I need... Hold on. I need this to be able to work here, and we need to be able to pull this off and come through. I don't see how we make that happen. What do we have? We got this guy over here keeping that open so the light goes in. If we... Feels like we're close. I can't grab this because as soon as I lift it, the gate closes. But maybe we can... Yikes. All right. You gotta put the hole back for a moment. Oh, really? It's something to do with passing the connectors through the walls, that's for sure. Okay, let's go back to you. And we take this over here and give this back to you so you can get out. Come over here. Yeah, I don't get it. How do we do this? We need okay, so what do we need to do? We need somebody to be standing there so that we can pull this through, right? I think that's the first step. So let's have him come stand on this. Oh, we can't go through. God damn it. We need a second thing to put there. And we can't take this out. It's so tricky. What was the... Like, we need a way to get the second thing through right there. And we can't do it. So if we put this here and then come stand here, because we need a second item. It doesn't help that it's so hard to see myself up here. Where am I? Let's go over here again. Go to this guy. He can't get through. Okay, we need him to get through first. So we bring him over here. Change the position of the hole. Pull this through. Now what? Now we go back. Or do we go back? Oh, wait a minute. Have I... How long did I have the solution available to me and I'm trying to do something else? I was convinced I needed both of these guys. All I needed was one thing to make it through. Yikes. Okay. Well, sorry about that, viewers. I got so absorbed in trying to get two things through the gate here that I sort of neglected the fact that I only needed one. I think I was thinking I needed both of them. So all I really needed was to have one self through and be able to grab the item to put on the pressure plate. All right, I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Anyway, there's puzzle 8 completed. Let's get out of here. All right, so we've still got to do... We've got a question mark over here. We've got a lost puzzle somewhere. We've got the stars to do as well. Let's go see what this question mark is. Oh, here's the lost lab. Okay. Let's go see what this one's about. Some sort of electronic generator? All right. A swirling black hole-like vortex. Not sure what that's about. Oh, here's the body duplication tech. Really interesting. And there's more beyond it. All right, let's see what this first terminal's about. All right, from Quentin. From Quentin to Athena. Dear Founder, I never got to know you. People tell all these stories about you and I don't know what to believe. Some people say to ask Cornelius. Others say Cornelius is too blinded by grief. Some say Byron stands for the truth, but others say he's a fanatic and a radical and we should listen to the mayor. There doesn't seem to be a way of getting a straight answer. Why did you abandon us to this chaos? Why can't you just come back and sort it out? If you're reading these messages, don't you care? I think it's this dependence is probably the reason why she left. That all of them were looking to her for answers. And she's just a person. She may be insightful and thoughtful and clever and brave, but she doesn't have all the answers. And it shouldn't be on her to decide everything for everyone. Too many of them, I think, were depending on her to give them the easy answers that they weren't willing to do the work to find for themselves. That may be why she had to leave. From Rodame to Athena. Dear Founder, thank you for everything you did for us. I'm grateful for the life that I have, which would not exist without you. I hope wherever you are now, you are at peace. Rodame. See, that's a much nicer message. Not demanding, right? Not dependent. Here's another list of notes on the Noema project. This is number 5. Trials 938 through 1000. Version .12 successfully deployed. New labs established to avoid interference. First successful duplication of advanced machinery. Trials 1001 through 1308. Data collection and analysis. Translation, groping in the dark. Trial 1309. Something, but QFT fails to account for this. Must rerun trials 1212 through 1294. Maybe God was just trying to make an apple pie from scratch. That's a Carl Sagan reference. He famously said, if you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, first you must create the universe. Pointing out that all things can be reduced down to their most fundamental level. When you think of making an apple pie from scratch, you think, okay, I've got to go get some wheat, some eggs, and some apples, and some sugar. But where does wheat come from? Well, it's a plant that evolved over billions of years on a planet which emerged from cosmic dust caused by the explosion of a star, which coalesced from gas released by the Big Bang at the start of the universe. So to go truly from scratch, from nothing to something, you must first invent the universe. So I don't know who's writing these notes. I guess we do, actually. The author's Athena. What was she trying to do? Avoid interference, duplication of advanced machinery. I guess she was working on the particle cloud? Unless she was trying to create a body for Miranda? I'm still, like, enamored of the idea that these trials were largely about creating Miranda, but maybe they're more about creating the particle clouds. Not sure. QFT could be quantum field theory, I guess. The most advanced physics that I'm aware of. And then we have Lux V5, Lux being Latin for light.
This looks like it has something to do with energy generation. Am I reading this right?
Lux V5. I guess that went to Melville and not to us. Or we don't have anything interesting to take from it. Okay, another server room, it seems, with another terminal in it. From Belzeran, or Belzerzan. O great and sacred founder, I believe I have discovered the truth that our so-called leaders have hidden from us. This absurd and sacrilegious goal they have us working towards, this hubristic completion day foolishness, was never your true intent. Even this abomination of a city that calls itself New Jerusalem is a deception. Why would you want us to return to the sinful ways of our ancestors, strangling the living soil with steel and concrete? No. It was when you and the first companions lived humbly amongst the splendors of Gaia, having no need for all this wasteful ostentation inherited from our weak and decadent ancestors, that you showed us the true path. After all, why would the progenitor have given us such hardy bodies if she had intended for us to live in unearned luxury? From the very first, we were built to be free from pride and material excess. Your teachings have been obscured and perverted by ideologues, worst of all by the traitor Byron, who once was like a son to you. But you should know that there are still those of us who remember the truth and await the blessed day of your return, when surely justice will be meted out, and humanity will finally return to its intended path. Hallowed be your name, Belzerzan, 943. Okay, let's try to avoid Belzerzan, guys. Let's try to stay away from the fanatic gang. He seems dangerous. We have text and an image here. The Shutdown. Wow. Okay, the author here, Olufemi Kaneda. I think that's a Japanese name. The Shutdown. We assembled on the vast green lawn outside as the reactors began to slowly wind down. The workers were solemn. The activists who had fought against the decommissioning seemed crushed. There was supposed to be a speech, but the spokeswoman had lost her notes. Outside, the protesters cheered. My eyes were drawn to the discarded anti-shutdown banners, endlessly reciting the facts. The statistics on mortality per trillion kilowatt hours, lowest of all energy sources. The lifespan of a reactor, 70 more years in our case. Minimal land footprint, almost zero emissions, no intermittency. It became a jumble of words, a litany, almost a kind of glossolalia. As far as the protesters outside were concerned, it might as well be an alien tongue. One thing was clear to them, and that was enough. The technology inside this compound was deeply, inherently wrong. It was a sin. I could not help but think of that moment on August 6th, 1945, when the sky erupted above Shima Hospital. My imagination could never fully encompass it. How do you imagine more than 70,000 people annihilated in an instant? An ancestor of mine was in that hospital. He went from being a doctor, a husband, a father, a pacifist stuck in a terrible war, to being a pile of bleached bones covered in rubble. All in a single second. Not by accident, but because of a choice someone made. Not because of a reactor, but because of a bomb. Just 2 days earlier, contradicting his campaign promises, the Prime Minister has suggested that the use of tactical nuclear weapons would be an acceptable risk if the conflict continued. Very few seem to find this particularly shocking or outrageous. They were afraid of reactors, but not of bombs. The spokeswoman gave up on finding her notes. It was starting to rain and people were walking away, so she grabbed the microphone. By the time you regret this, it'll be too late, she said. But honestly, I don't know if I care anymore. Maybe you have it coming. Miranda comments, the spokeswoman sounded so bitter. The protesters didn't mean any harm. From their perspective, they were doing good. Athena replied, people always think they're doing good when they get collectively outraged. That doesn't make them right. And somebody whose profile we don't know about says, collective action can change the world when it's deliberate and based in reason, but it can also become a mental trap or a societal pressure valve. I mean, the clear perspective of both the author and the spokeswoman who was leading the anti-decommissioning faction were that nuclear power isn't dangerous if it's properly regulated. It's in fact a net benefit to society. I tend to agree with that. I think people are more afraid of nuclear reactors because they're ignorant. They don't understand. They haven't done they haven't educated themselves. They just kind of inherently go nuclear equals bad and don't think beyond that. Not everybody, but I think a lot of people. I mean, there are arguments against nuclear reactors that I think are legitimate. I think the storage problem for nuclear waste is a real problem that we don't have a good answer to. But our society lives on energy. And while sustainable energy from the sun would be the ultimate solution, the sun and the wind, maybe geothermal, the motion of waves, things like that, it would require a massive, massive investment and a lot of political will to build sufficient infrastructure to harness that energy appropriately for the entire world. I mean, we've started work on that, to be sure, but our demands are so great that we need energy from other places, and fossil fuels are contributing to global warming, which in this game, at least in this series, ultimately led to the extinction of the human race. And it's not that far off from the truth, right? I mean, we know that the planet is warming on average. We know that if it gets a couple more degrees Celsius higher on average, extreme damage could be done. And if it goes beyond that, then we're looking at like mega deaths. We're looking at millions of people dead, maybe hundreds of millions or even billions. So I think there has to be a rational, considered amount of nuclear energy for our future. And it seems like they felt the same in here. Athena and Miranda are commenting on it, on how people weren't making a rational argument, they were just making an emotional one, and it ultimately was in their own detriment. What else do we have here? Cliché. From error to Miranda, the thought-terminating cliché. As you continue your reading, there's a useful concept that I'd like you to keep in mind. The thought-terminating cliché. This is a type of phrase, often a slogan or a saying, which sounds meaningful, but is really intended to make you stop thinking. To pick an example from our history, someone in the simulation might say things like, "It's the will of Elohim," or "It serves the process." And that would be that. Case closed. Who knows how many iterations never advanced further because they just stopped thinking at that point. Do note, however, that a thought-terminating cliché is not the same as a lie. It may very well contain elements of truth, but those elements are used to keep you from questioning a whole set of assumptions that come with it, which may be partially or totally false. This often takes the form of appealing to something you care about. We must protect X, where X is a nation, a philosophy, public order, or even the planet itself. But while you may agree with that element, all kinds of assumptions may include it about how to protect something, or who to protect it from, or what the end goal of protecting it is. If you stop there just because you agree with the surface level statement, the results may be the opposite of everything you wanted. Like those who chose to serve Elohim and in so doing prevented him from achieving his true purpose. Very, very insightful and interesting comment there. I like that a lot. The thought-terminating cliché. Agree with it on the surface and stop thinking, and you miss all the assumptions you're making. I feel like I guess I feel like one of the things I really like about this game is that it constantly demands that you think. This game and the previous one, they constantly force you to avoid pat answers, easy solutions, black and white. They say nothing is black and white, everything is gray, and everything requires thought and effort. I think it's hard for anybody to understand what it must be like to be another person, but I know there are people out there who just don't think. Not even don't think the way I think, but just don't think at all. They just meander through life acting on impulse, never considering, never testing their assumptions, never questioning, just they have some received wisdom they got as a child and that's it. And those people, I think, are so dangerous. Anybody who thinks can come up with a wrong conclusion, but somebody who doesn't think will never come up with a right conclusion. So there's the lab. We got one more puzzle and 2 stars to do, so let's get working on that. Okay, there's a star over here. That's the Sphinx, which we've seen. We don't know how to solve that yet. Okay, so we've got... Where's 8? We've got 2 lost puzzles. We've done one of them, but I'm not sure which one we've done. This one's lit up like we haven't done it, maybe? Hold on, did we do 8? Yeah, we've done 8. So we've just got the lost puzzle and then the 2 stars. All right. Who's this? Byron? What's up, bro? Okay, that leads up to the Tetramino gate. Looks like the lost puzzle's over here. Okay, here we go. Interplay. All right. So, presumably this powers the fan. Yep, okay. Red light gate there, connector inside. We can hop over this or send a beam over. I can actually hop that. It's low enough. That's crazy. I don't think I ever saw that in the first game. A beam low enough, or a barrier low enough to actually hop over. So let's grab this. Or no, let's do it like this. It puts us up here. We can see another self over there. We can hop down here, I guess, and then climb out. What does this do? What did that open? This gate here? Okay. How do we get you open? We need a red light here. All right. Blue light for the solution. Where's the red light source? Over there? Okay. So there's a fan, which we can use to get the red light if we had the box here. Let's see. Was there a way to send the box up? Only if we had something else to stand on. We need a red light here to get that out. Where is the light source, though? I don't remember seeing it. There's a blue light source there. I guess we don't... Well, we do need the fan if we want to get the box over. Because we can't climb up here. We can only fall down. There's no ladder. I guess I can carry this up. But no, I can't, because then I can't... Yeah, alright. What? What are we doing here? Where the heck is the red light source? We got another fan here. Oh, there's the red light source. Okay. So, like, if we do this, and then... No. We do it like this. Except it won't float, will it? Like, if I stand here, it'll just go off to the side. Yeah. Keep connections. I mean, I can use that to come up, but that doesn't help me. I need the box over here. So I can put that on it and open that up. Can I see him? No, I can't. I wonder if is there a position from which I can see him? I mean, it wouldn't really matter. We can't do anything with him if we take control of him. So I guess the first thing I gotta figure out is how the heck do I get the box over to the other side? Because the red light's way over there. Blue light doesn't really matter. Is there a place I can pick it up from, or... If I bring it over here, can't do anything. How could I... Maybe I can get the connector over here and use that to get the box up first, but then how would I get the connector back? Oh, I guess I could put it on top of the box. But then I couldn't climb up there to pick it up off the fan either. If I was riding the box... Yeah, if I was riding the box, I could carry the connector up and then turn around and grab it. But I'd need the connector on the pressure plate, so that doesn't work either. This doesn't work while I'm holding it. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this. Okay. I see now. We can do this, and then we can let him out. All right, there we go. Okay. So now we've got two folks. We can do some other things. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We need a blue light over here, but I think we need to get the red light over there. So let's have both of these guys go over to the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take the box over. And then we can reconfigure this so that it points at that as well. Throw that up there. Where's my other self? I need you visible from when I'm standing on the button. Let's bring you over here. You come over here and do this. And there's the solution. Okay. Oh, that's not the solution. That's another connector. Okay. So now we need blue light, which we can get there and send up there. No, that's not quite high enough. Do I move it back? Do I come over here with it? Can't see it through any of the windows. We can see it from kind of here. There we go. Nope, not quite. No, that's gonna hit that no matter what, huh? Feel like we're on the right track. We've certainly made progress, but how am I gonna get this blue light? I guess I need the box back over here now? Or do I? What are we doing with this? If we put it up there, we could maybe do something. Where are we trying to get the blue light? Over there? So we don't need the red light anymore. We don't need that open, and we don't need that open. So we don't need the red light source anymore. We need a blue light source now. And we need to figure out... Yeah, we can't place it anywhere on the ground here because it gets blocked. So if I put it like way back in the corner here, can it connect? No, it's still not high enough. We're not getting over that wall. So I think maybe we need to get this up on there somehow. Yeah, like if it was up there, I feel like we could connect to the blue and the thing. So I got to get the box back over somehow. If you come back here... But do we need the box? I'm not sure. Like, we need some way to get the blue light over this divider. So... we either go up there... I'm not sure that's right. Let's adjust this so it's pointing there as well. Send it up. Sending a red light now. Hang on. Let's reset this entirely because we really only need that. Right? So if we can connect the blue light to that somehow. It does have to be floating on the box there. Is there any way we can lift this up? I mean, if we... No. Yeah, we just can't get over the problem of that gate there. And there's nowhere inside we can put it where we can see. It's just, well, maybe like right here? No. You can see there's nowhere we can put it where it can actually see the floating connector. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? I think we need... Well, I'm worried because I feel like I need to get the box back over on this side, but then we can't lift that into the sky either. If we could get this up there, maybe that would work. So how would I get that up there? Like, we'd have to send it over temporarily and then get it back. How would I get this over? I mean, I guess if I stand here and hold it and then send myself up, maybe I can hand it to myself? Like if I come over here and then switch, can I grab it from you? I can't... No, I can't grab the box from him from down there. I can take control of him, but I can't hold it up to him. I could, like... What could I do? Is there any way to get him the box? Doesn't feel like it. I don't see a way to get the box back to the other side. He is kind of higher up there than he absolutely has to be. Yeah, I can't grab it from him. And like if I put it down, he's not grabbing that. I can jump to it, but I can't take it. I feel like somehow I need the box so I can lift the connector up here. But then again, I wouldn't be able to get the box back. Maybe... Hold on. Let's send you over to the other side. Does that help us in any way? If you head up here and send... Well, no, that's not going to work. We can both get up here. I'd love it if you could just shove him. Yikes. Yeah, not working. Not working out. We can't jump on a box that another body is carrying, as far as I know. Like, if we got that connector up here somehow, we could connect to that, and then what? Then maybe we could connect to it when it's floating? Where does it... Yeah, it would be, like, right there-ish. So maybe we could make that work. But I don't see how to do it. Well, hold on. No, this doesn't work. If we bring the other us here, we can get it up there. Hold on. Yeah. So I stand here and then send myself up. Where's other me? You come lift me up. Okay, so now I have this up here. Now is this a thing? Like if we go over here and connect to that and then just stick it here for now. And then come back and do this. Oh, see, then we need the box. Oh, right. We need the box. We can get the box. Does that work? Oh, that does work. Okay, there's the solution. So now I just need other me. Where's other me? Yeah, you don't need to be on the fan anymore. Okay, that's the solution. So you need both bodies on one side so that one of them can lift the thing up. The connector without a box. And then you have the solve. Okay, there we go. That one took a minute, you guys. That one took a minute, I'll admit. And with that, we have all the puzzles done except for the 2 stars, which we found the location of one, but not the solution. So next time, we'll work on the 2-star puzzles, and then we'll power up the tower, see what that has to say, and move onwards towards whatever these are. In the meantime, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Really appreciate your viewership and your comments and your joining my community. It really means the world to me that you guys are willing to watch me play video games on the internet. So give yourself a pat on the back, and remember to be here for the next video, where I hope I'll see you. Until then, take care.